What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, give me your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day is, do you think the Dodgers are suffering from a World Series hangover? Do you believe in World Series hangovers? And what do they need to do to cure it? Let me know down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So despite losing 15 of their last 20 games, the Dodgers are still the odds-on favorite to win the World Series at the moment at plus 350 ahead of the Yankees and the Padres. But the question is, are the Dodgers suffering from a World Series hangover?
And strike three. Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
So LA heads into tonight's action with a record of 18-17, just one game above 500 after starting the year 13-2, which was the best start for any reigning World Series champion. And since then, it's been a combination of bad breaks and bad baseball for your Los Angeles Dodgers. The injuries have piled up, the offense has remained cold, and a lot of the Dodgers' inability to consistently generate offense right now has to do with their issues with slugging. This team is built to slug, and it's built to hit the long ball. The 2019 team that set the franchise record with 106 wins, they hit a total of 279 dingers, good for fourth in baseball, first in the National League. 1.72 home runs per game. They were slugging .472, fourth in the league, first in the NL. The 2020 Dodgers, they hit a total of 118 jacks through 60 games. That's good for 1.96 home runs per game. They slugged .483. That was first in all of Major League Baseball. 118 home runs. That was also first in all of Major League Baseball with the DH in the NL. Then the 2021 Dodgers, 40 bombs in 35 games. That's 1.14 home runs per game. That's good for 8th in the National League. They're slugging .402. That's good for 5th in the senior circuit. They need to up that slug and start playing Dodger baseball, which in recent years has meant a lot of big flies. They need to start going deep, and getting Cody Bellinger back should be big. Today, John Morosi said on MLB Central that we could expect him back within the next 7 to 10 days. So hopefully getting Belly back is going to be big, because this offense is desperately missing its belly bomb. Since 2017, when Cody Bellinger's in the lineup, the Dodgers are 296 and 166. That's good for a 640 win percentage. When he's not in the lineup, they're 67 and 53. That's good for a 550 win percentage. You also see the slugging numbers go up. You see the runs go up. Cody Bellinger has a big impact on this Dodger lineup. And he can come back and return to form. That is going to change everything. And today, Alana Rizzo was guest hosting High Heat, and she had on Orel Hershiser, and she asked him, what is the biggest issue with the Dodgers right now? Here's what he had to say.
It's the offense right now. I mean, we could point at the bullpen a little bit because of all the injuries, but as far as the personnel in the offense is not firing right now on all cylinders. They're doing a great job of not chasing, but they're not doing a very good job of hitting with men on base. They can set the table with their walks and with their singles. The home runs are down. But when it comes to hitting the ball in the strike zone, Alana, that is really the place where they are struggling. We look at their zone percentages on chasing, and we go, okay, they're not chasing. But we look at when they're missing the middle pitch, that's when actually the whole lineup as a whole is not driving the ball.
And then Alana asked the Bulldog about the Dodgers' possible World Series hangover. Here was his response.
Yeah, I think if I compare the two teams, my personal experience from '88 and then my personal experience now with this team watching him, I would say that the '88 team was an underdog team. And this team last year was not an underdog. They were one of the favorites, if not the favorite. So you've got a team that comes in with pretty much the same roster, maybe even an improved roster. And you've had in '88 to '89, you had a team that was still searching to become a great team, even though they experienced a world championship. So I don't think there's as much of a hangover with this team as far as, oh my gosh, they've fallen from grace. I think that they've just come off a magical season of 60 games and then the playoffs, winning the World Championship. And now they've actually come into a 162-game season where slumps are possible, and slumps could be long, and you've got to turn it around. So it's a new mental battle for them. Not only are they the world champions and have a bullseye on their back, not only are they trying to repeat, but they're also moving into a season where you didn't have any slumps last year. They've already lost as many games as they lost all last year. The 17 losses this year at 18-17 are the 17 losses they had in a 60-game season. So I'm not sure we can put a narrative on it that it's a hangover yet. I think it's just a new season where the length of things that can happen is there's a bigger population of stuff.
So are the Dodgers experiencing a World Series hangover? Is the World Series hangover a myth? Is it real? Well, if you look at the last two World Series champions before the Dodgers, the 2019 Nationals, they didn't make the playoffs the following season. Red Sox, they didn't make the playoffs the following season. They had one of the worst run differentials in the league. And if you look at it, yes, there's a lot of roster turnover. But look, there's a lot of moving parts in baseball, from bullpens to lineups to free agency. There's all kinds of moving parts. It's tough to repeat. That's why no team has done in the National League since the 1976 Cincinnati Reds. No team has done in baseball since the 2000 Yankees. Baseball is such a grind. The postseason takes a lot out of players, especially when you make it to the very end. So I do believe in the World Series hangover. But if you look at early in the season, let's look at those 2018 Dodgers. Early in 2018, they were an average team for the first 60-plus games of the season, playing .500 baseball. They dug themselves into a hole early. You had that Corey Seager injury, which really hurt. You discovered Max Muncy. We won't get into the whole 2018 Dodgers story. They lost Morrow, some changeover in the bullpen, but there was definitely a World Series hangover vibe with that team early on. But what happened? They made it to Game 163, which they put themselves in a situation where they could have been eliminated, and they could have snapped that division streak that they had going, but they ended up going all the way to the World Series. They went Game 7 on the road against the Brewers, and they got beat by a much better and more complete Red Sox team in the World Series. Now, for this year's team, I do definitely think it's a combination of factors. It doesn't seem like they have that same level of intensity that they were playing with last season, with Mookie Betts and Corey Seager just tearing it up pretty much the entire season, and really the difference was the home runs. You had breakout home run years from Corey Seager, Mookie Betts, A.J. Pollock, all the way down the lineup. Guys were hitting jacks in those 60 games. So is it the dead ball? I definitely think that's a major factor right now. It's a factor throughout all of Major League Baseball at the moment. Will you see those juice balls creep back in the lineup and the Dodgers start to hit balls out? I think that's possible because it's not good what's going on with the game at the moment. You've already had 4 no-hitters. The record is 8, set back in 1884. They're on pace to break that record at the moment. So I think that baseball realizes it has a problem. But if you see the dead balls continue, the Dodgers are going to have to make some adjustments, and they can't rely solely on the big flies if they want to generate offense with this lineup. So I look for them to either make some adjustments at the plate, stop guessing on pitches. They look so confused at the plate at times. Cut down a little bit on those home run cuts, or maybe you start to see the juice ball creep back in the game, and all of a sudden teams are hitting more home runs across the league. Now, of course, we can't let the bullpen off the hook either. They've been decimated by injuries, but when it comes to motivation, I hope that's not a factor, because you want to win a World Series with 162 games, a full complete season, and you want to have that celebration in the locker room with the champagne burning your eyes. You want to have that parade. Look, even if they were able to have a parade right now to celebrate the 2020 World Series, it just wouldn't be the same. Let's just be honest. That's like celebrating your 21st birthday on your 22nd birthday. It's just not going to be the same. So I hope they have that motivation to win in front of fans at Dodger Stadium, win a World Series for the first time at home since 1963, and prove to the baseball world that the Dodgers are the preeminent franchise in all of Major League Baseball. But if you ask me, I think it's 35% World Series hangover. The other percentage, injuries. You got the Farmer John curse, other stuff in there. But let me know down below in the comments section. Do you think the Dodgers are going through a World Series hangover? Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. Give me your percentage of what the hangover is. Let me know down below in the comments section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. Be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for all things Dodger baseball. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, mash that like button. For all Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.